Am I live? It says I'm live. Watch live now. Leverett, my first day on what? I subscribe to myself, I guess. Speaking of, hello everybody. I get a lot of comments saying, "Oh man, I missed the live. I missed the live." Well, hit that little bell, and it'll let you know. Tyler Morris, hello, spinning FM. Hey, there's Dwayne DSD. Hey, I texted you back. Sorry, I was on the phone a minute ago. Steven, how's my day? My day is fantastic. It's the first day on the water, and I'm so excited. I just have to, I'm gonna unplug y'all. I'm gonna turn this around and show my back porch, my view. Oh, no sailboat of mine would be complete without the douchebag Attorney General Paxton for prison sign. Couldn't leave that behind, had to bring it. Today I woke up, I slept 10 hours last night, and this thing right here, that's my roller furling. It took me 3 hours to figure out how the hell to get that thing up there and get it tight and make sure the blue part, the sacrificial part, so the UV parts or the UV light wouldn't ruin it. I got this done, my mainsail. I got that done while it's still in the hard. But I got this one done today. And after that, I was just so exhausted that I laid down in my cute little cabin. That's where I sleep, inside that window right there. Whoop. Oh, almost dropped you on the water. And I took a nap because it's just so tough being me. It sucks being me now. I'm just kidding. I'm being extremely facetious. Yeah, this is my back porch and my front porch. And if I get tired of this spot, I can go about 5,000 miles that way. And if I get tired of those spots, I can go about 5 or 8 or 10,000 miles that way. And that way is Texas, so sure the hell ain't going that way. And that way, that's the, I forget what they call it, the island between the Atlantic Ocean and Florida. I don't remember what it's called, but that's basically the big long barrier that protects the mainland from any gigantic, enormous storms and waves. Coincidentally, they are the first people to get hit when big old hurricanes come their way. So, anyway, this is what I'm doing. And it's so nice to... Yeah, please don't spam the chat. Okay, good. Wicca's here. Nice. Thank you. Oh, there's Tammy. Hi, Tammy. HBLO Hilarious is here. Oh man, that's a nice front yard. Yes, it is. It's a nice front yard and backyard. I'm loving it. And if you spam the chat, thank goodness one of my Whomping Willows is here right now. Hopefully Miss Mary and Becca, I haven't seen Becca in a while. We'll be on to squash you and not clog the chat with the same worn out question, how's the kids? Because I'm not going to answer it anymore. I've already answered it. But anyway, how y'all doing? I did get my glasses. Well, I can actually see these pretty good from in here. Victor Grabu, I am doing fantastic. Can you please say hi to me from Flyer Records? Yes, I can. I most certainly can. There's Miss Mary. I'm just so happy to see your face. HP Hilarious, what happened to the first painting live stream? I don't know. I don't know why it crapped out on me. I have no idea why. And I'm about 3/4 of a mile offshore, and I've got 3 bars, so maybe it won't go bad again. GX Allen, my day is kind of boring. I've had lots of those. Lee D, ahoy. Cookie, wow. Shaddix, do you live on the boat now? I do. This is my home. It is very, very tiny. Some of those pictures, I've been looking at it, they make the boat look kind of big, but it's not. And pardon me, I have not showered since yesterday before I got on the boat. So what is floating out there? I'm not sure what that is. Not even really worth turning the camera around. It's just a stick or something. But I woke up this morning and there's all these dolphins. These dolphins, I'm busy doing things or whatever, and I hear And sure enough, every time it's a, what do you call a group of dolphins? A pod? I don't know. It's a group of dolphins, a pod of dolphins, and they're out hunting, I'm assuming. I like to pretend they're playing and telling me hello. But in reality, they're probably not giving a shit about me, much like the Family Court of Texas. And they're out there surviving, doing what they do, being cute dolphins and entertaining me. They're kind of like cats of the ocean. Flying Wreckers, wow, thank you. Just wanted to say blessings to you and your family. Much love and stay safe out there. I plan on it. Elle's Wacky World. My mom and I love dolphins. Who doesn't love dolphins? Jonathan Smith, what's up? Caden McGoningle, how is your son? I've already talked about that. He's great. All three of my sons are great. And London's great. Thanks for asking. Dean Thompson says, hi, Miss Mary. To everyone asking, yes, please listen to Miss Mary. If she's got a wrench like Wicca and Miss Becca have, they're not trying to be dicks. They're simply doing what I ask. And if everybody who's ever watched anything I've ever done asks that same question, how's the park, how's the kids, it's going to get boring. So anyway, there it is. Oh, did y'all hear it? Probably didn't hear it. Hang on, I'm going to turn around. If they come up once, they'll come up again. Flip around. There he is. Oh my effing God, that is so cool. He's not 50 feet away, maybe 60. Come on, come up again, buddy. Come here, let me pet you. Come here. You cute little fucker. Come here, let me pet you. There's another one. Oh, he's not 40 feet away. Oh my God. There's at least 3 of them. They heard me talking about them. They came to say hello. That is what I'm telling myself. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. God, I hope I don't fall in the water because I don't have a life jacket on. I got plenty with me, and obviously there's no wind or turbulent waters. I've got to go up here. There's 2 of them there. There's 1 there. That's at least 4. I don't really care about me falling in the water. I don't want to ruin my phone. Come here, little buddies. Where'd y'all go? Come on. Come here, you little fuckers. Come here. They're off over there. See, there's 2, and then 3. Okay, looks like they might be coming back. Come here. Man, that one that was right here, he was so close. Like, I wouldn't do it, but I could have thrown a rock and hit him. He was that close. Yeah, they're moving off. Y'all probably still can. Yeah, y'all got to be able to see that, surely. They're about 300 feet, maybe more, but I can still see them. My day is made again. I figured out my roller furling, and I was talking about my pet dolphins, that I like to call them, and they came to tell me hello, and I caught it live. This is the only place I can fully stand up on the whole boat, perfectly all the way stretched out and not hit anything, and go all the way around. In the cabin, if the hatch is open, I can stand in one tiny spot. But for the most part, me being 6 foot, I think this boat was made for somebody that was 5'10" and under, because I walk through the cabin like this. And if you're 5'8", it's even better. Okay, well, no more dolphins. I still see them. Y'all probably couldn't, but they're way out there now. That just made my day. Do you think you would see any whales someday? Heck yeah! Not in this water, because it's like really shallow. Like my draft, or yeah, I think it's draft you call it. The depth of my boat's only 3.5 feet, and I've already run aground. Not gonna lie. Like I ran aground within 15 minutes of being on the water, because I saw where I wanted to go, and there's all these little islands that follow along the right behind me, running That's south, that's north. That's the channel, and it's 10 to 15 feet, maybe more, 20. But there's these islands, such as that island, and that's south, so let's turn around. There's that island. The dirt that makes up those islands is where they went in and they have these machines, and they dredge them out, they dredge the trenches out, and they dump it. And over the years, the vegetation grows. Well, in between, they dump a little bit from there all the way across. So in between these islands, it gets really shallow, like 3 feet, some places maybe 2 feet. And I found the 2-foot spot yesterday. Tootling along, thinking I'm Billy Badass, like, whoo, look at me sailing, even though I didn't have my sails up because I don't dare do that just yet because I don't know what I'm doing. But I had my motor running, and I thought, okay, well, I'm going to cut through these little islands. And there's this nice cove. Well, this is just one of many, many coves all along north and south. And I'm tootling along. I only had not even half throttle, and then look what in the hell just happened. And I realized I bottomed out. My depth finder didn't go off. It still said it was over 6 or 7 feet. And I'm freaking out because like I'm stuck. There's waves going in my boat just like perfectly still. So like, this is great. Yeah. So I've put it in reverse. Give it more gas, more gas, more gas. I'm just romping on it, and you can see them. It's sort of kind of making the water murky. So I'm like all trying to shake my boat, and it worked. I shook it enough. I finally broke loose. Got back out in the channel, went up for another 10, 15 minutes. I thought, okay, that's about 3 or 4 islands I've passed. I think I'll pass, I'll try it again. Sure enough, and this time I knew I wasn't gonna go, I was going real slow. So I went real slow, like quarter idle, maybe a quarter. And I'm idling up. And sure enough, it did the same thing, but a lot less, or not a lot less jerky. And so I knew that I hadn't just like ramped up on top of it. It was just a little piece, so I put it slightly in reverse, and I backed right out. And I don't know how, but right here, again, north channel, south channel, the passageway right here being the shallow, somehow I made it through, and I'm in about 6 feet of water at the moment. And so I'm anchored off right there. Ooh. Oh, it's a no, that's a stick. I thought maybe that was a minnow. So I'm anchored off here, and I ain't gonna lie, it was like, oh, look at those pelicans. They're showing off. They're like 2 inches off the surface. It's so cool. I hadn't seen any pelicans dive like I used to see. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I was coming through the island. Oh yeah, really another embarrassing story is getting dark, and me never having done this before. I know you're not supposed to do this, but I was at the back, and I knew my front was like jacked up, and so I've got an anchor in the back. I'm tossing shit out of the way, like, oh, dude, just moving all the life jackets and floaties and spare oil, and I'm just wrangling this big, it's probably not that heavy. To me, it feels like 100 pounds. It's probably 35, 40 pounds. So anyway, I finally get out, and I throw it out the back. And again, I know I'm not probably supposed to do that. I'm supposed to use the bow anchor. Got a locker here that's got all my road. Hey, I didn't call it a rope, it's a rope. I do know that much. I've heard that. I'm just not used to saying that. So anyway, I tossed out the back one. And at this point, it's dark. And I'm like, it's only like 5:30, 5:45 at the moment, or back last night. And I'm panicking, thinking, I don't know if I'm floating, or because the water was so calm, just like it is now. And I don't know if I'm on top or what. So I just said, screw it. Grabbed the bow anchor, just tossed out as much as I could and hoped for the best. And then I got on FaceTime, and I FaceTimed Hayden. Hayden was the very first person I ever FaceTimed from the water. So yay, Hayden, woo! We talked about 30, 45 minutes. And I'm playing with my apps during all this, and I figured out how to set a, was it a waypoint, I think. Basically, it's like the equivalent of dropping a pin. And by the time I got done talking to Hayden, well, Blaine had called me in the between, so I called him. So about an hour passed, and I'd only drifted like 15, 20 feet, maybe. I'm just kind of guessing. I hadn't drifted that much. That tells me that my anchor was busy digging in the mud. So this morning, when I woke up, oh my God, I slept 10 hours last night. No lie. Pulling up the anchors, I just had these just blobs and blobs of sea mud on the bottom. So I thought that was pretty weird, or good. Let me know that, you know, I wasn't in too much danger. But the main thing I knew is the big ships, or even the other sailboats, mine's relatively, compared to most sailboats, very, very shallow. So I knew there wasn't going to be any sailboats or big ships here because it's just too shallow. The only thing that could possibly hit me would be a bass boat, and I'm bigger than a bass boat, so they would just have to pay to fix my shit, and then they would sink. So, anyways, let me get back to some of the comments here. How much mobile data do you have? A bunch. I've always had a bunch. Ever since 2013, the Parker movie. That was an iPhone 4. I already knew then that I was going to be recording a lot, so I always bought the biggest gigabytes in the phone and the biggest plans. And Cookie, do you fish? I do, but I'm not very good. I do have a pole that came with it, and I haven't bought a fishing license. They're only like 20 bucks, but I've got so much food I bought that I actually had to throw out my mushrooms today. I was really bummed because I only ate about half of them. But I do love to fish, but I'm just not very good at it. Do you have a stove? I do. I've got a, that's from Afrolint Inn. I've got an alcohol stove. The irony of a recovered alcoholic, yes, I said recovered. I don't look at it as I'm recovering. I'm recovered. Now, a recovered alcoholic has an alcohol stove, and it works really nice. Your kids support you doing this and sailing. Could you take them out? Yes, they think it's awesome that I'm chasing my dream. They think I'm batshit crazy for doing it because they're not, I mean, they all swim. I mean, I taught them all to swim since they were, you know, like 2 years old. But they just have this thing, they've got to see land. It's just an ignorance of it, and I don't say it in a derogatory manner. For those that you might be jumping to conclusions, ignorance means you simply don't know, and they don't know. And I was a little scared, but the more I'm out here, the more familiar with it I get. And could I take them out? I could, and I will. We've already talked about it. I talked to London the other day, and I thought I had high hopes before I actually got on the water. I thought I was going to be able to sail to Texas by Christmas. No, I don't know enough. I'm not ready for that. I don't know when I'll get back to Texas, but eventually, yes, I've got plans to get back to Texas and take them out on the boat, and they've all agreed they would go, but Dad, as long as we can see the shore, in case we sink, we can swim. I said, fair enough. It'd be just like old times. It's kind of nice in a sick, disgusting way. I was forced to live in the campers all those years because there's a lot of similarities of living in a camper and living on a boat. I'm way behind again. Kate Broom, I'm happy for Caleb sailing and be happier. Well, thank you. Lots of people getting banned. Sorry. How do handles, Whitney Batchelder, how do handles all dad and mom child custody? How do handles all dad and mom? I'm not sure what you mean there. Chris Peters, I just got on. Sorry, okay. Stop talking about him. She already said it. I hope you're having fun. Solo tie, I am. That's so great about your kids. So glad to hear. I've been watching you for so long, and I love you and your videos. You're a great guy. Well, thank you very much, RR. Every time I see that name, I don't know if it's the same RR, but I think of George R.R. Martin, and not just that, but when South Park, the way they make fun of it, it's just hilarious to me. Yes, Dwayne, I have a lot of crazy trolls. I don't understand why, but I mean, relatively speaking, I don't have that many people on here, but I guess people like to troll. I ain't gonna lie, I mean, I troll politicians all the time, but people, if you just come here to insult and be stupid, go away, please. Yes, unless you want to get either A, banned, but if I catch you before the banners ban you, the Whomping Willows, then I might just insult you. Penguin Games E22, you're a great father. Well, thank you very much. And Shatiyar, hey, how are you? I'm on top of the world. Hey, like literally. Let me turn this around. There's my, they call this a bow pulpit. And I can literally walk out on my bow pulpit. I'm on top of the world! I had to do that. I was just waiting to do it. Whoa, don't want to fall in the drink. Let me get back over here where it's safe. It's a good thing I'm not drinking. God almighty. I see why a lot of people die in boats, and they say there's a high percentage of them are drunk. If you're drunk on a boat, you've got to be out of your goddamn mind. Jiminy Christmas. I mean, I'm not in the best shape, but I'm decent shape for a old fucker, 43 years old. I still have trouble when, waves come by, making sure I don't go over. If I was drunk, I'd be dead in the water. It's been 2 weeks. Please don't fall in the water, Texas guy. I don't plan on it. It is me. Hello, you've told me about my name before. Oh, sorry. Sorry, sound like a broken record. Sorry about that. Chris McMillan, Shelby's gone. Uh-oh, poor Shelby. Wah, wah, wah. How close to 400,000? Oh, subscribers? Yeah, I think real close. I don't know exactly how close, but really, really close. Megan Ann, hey Caleb, nice to see you on the water. All that hard work paid off. Way to go. Thank you very much, Megan Ann. That's exactly what Dwayne and I were talking about in text. He asked me something like, and by the way, DSD is the guy I'm talking about, Dwayne. He's a friend of mine out of California who is pretty much solely responsible for being the guy to teach me how to do lives and fix it where I can do it on my phone or my computer. He does, the DSD stands for Dad Surviving Divorce, and he does a podcast. He started out, he said he's going to do it, just try it out, but I haven't seen all of them, but last time I checked, he's like doing it every morning. Like, he's on the East Coast, 6 a.m. Eastern time, maybe 7. Sorry, Dwayne. Anyway, we were talking about that. He asked, had you not gone through all the shit, would you be here? And I'm like, I don't know, and maybe because I went through all that's the reason I'm here, but at the same time, I'm not going to credit anybody for doing dastardly things to other people and then them being strong enough and maybe, in my case, ornery enough to keep pushing on to get to where I'm at. I would have liked to have got here, at least a chance to have gotten here on my own without all that family court bullcrap. Chester K., what ocean are you in? Why country like? I'm in what's called the Indian River, but that island, that long island, is maybe a mile away, and it's not even a mile wide, and just on the other side of that is the entire Atlantic Ocean. So as the crow flies, I'm not 2 miles from the Atlantic Ocean, but technically they call this the Indian River, which I found interesting because the first week I got here, I was coming out to the pier, the dock, and I was having coffee watching my dolphin buddies. And I would get out there about daybreak, so around 7, and the water was always flowing, let's see, that way south, every morning for like 5 days in a row. And then I come out one day, about the same time, same bat channel, same bat place, and I'm drinking coffee, and the water's flowing that way. It's like, what the hell? I know I haven't had a drink of alcohol in, it'll be 4 months, Monday. I know it was flowing. I was like, what is, and so the locals had to explain to me, I understand that tides or water, you know, levels come up, water levels go down, happens twice a day, twice up, twice down. I didn't realize it made rivers flow backwards. That was, people who are born here probably, if you're watching, probably laughing at me, but to me that was like a gigantic revelation. I've always heard that, you know, I think the Nile River is the only river in the whole world that regularly, that always flows north. Everything else, all the other ones flow south. Anyway, I just thought that was cool. Are you going to be celebrating Christmas? In my own agnostic way, yes. I'm always thankful for beautiful days, and I've thought about putting some big old Christmas lights all the way up here, but I've read some vlogs where people say that's cute and all, but it's really dangerous unless you're docked, because if you're up anchored like this, there are very, not just strict rules like with policing and that sort of thing, but they're really good rules, because if you, I don't know if you can see it, but right up there, there's a light, and there's a specific name for it, I can't remember. And there, if you're on this side of me, all you can see is, I believe, red. If you're on this side of me, all you can see is green. And then I've got my mast light, it's called a steaming light, and then a rear light. And from a distance, when you see a sailboat, if you see just the red light and the steaming light, the red light and the steaming light, then that you can tell which direction the ship is going, the boat's going. Likewise, it'll be going, you know, across this way. If it's green and you see the white light at the top, you know that it's going this way. And so people like to think it's cute and decorate their masts, you know, to symbolize a Christmas tree, to go blah blah blah. Hey, well, look, we got the tallest Christmas tree in the world, we're so cute and so cool. But if you have different, if you pulled up to that, it can be deceiving. That might sound silly, but when you're on the ocean, I see why so many people take it very, very seriously, because the ocean is very, very dangerous. And sorry, I didn't mean to get off on a tear, but that's about as celebratory of Christmas as I'll get. The family court kind of ruined holidays for me. I don't really care about Christmas or Thanksgiving or even birthdays for that matter, because I've trained myself that every day I'm out of jail and not being sued again and have access to my children is a good day worth celebrating. So yes, in a roundabout weird way, I will be celebrating Christmas. Paige ED, how are you, Caleb? I'm great. 24 Chalkcast, I just watched that popular video, and props to you. Well, thank you very much. All front end, do you have a limited amount of electricity? If so, how do you get more? That's a good question. Yes, I've got, at the moment, absolutely zero AC. For those of you who are not electricians, AC, alternating current, is what you plug into your wall. And if I had a generator on board, which a lot of bigger boats do, mine's too small to have one, I don't. But I've got DC power, and I've got big batteries. I don't have enough, but compared to most even sailboats this size, I've got quite a few batteries, and so I can charge my phone. I'm going to get an inverter when I save my money enough to get an inverter so I can charge my computer. And so yeah, I've got let me turn it around real quick. Instead of the bimini top right there, I took it off, and that is a solar panel. And I've got two more right here, and I've got two more back at shore on my truck. And the goal is to get enough solar on here where I can get an air conditioner eventually. Of course, right now I don't need it because it's just perfect, beautiful weather. As a sailor myself for about 16 years, it would be great to show some tips. Awesome KYT. Man, I don't have a lot of tips to show. All I can show at the moment is what I'm learning. So if you've got 16 years on me in sailing, I should be watching your YouTube channel. I follow a lot of sailing channels. And by the way, I've mentioned this a little bit before. If you're a regular tuned in here, thank you very much. I am officially converting my channel into a sailing channel. I will no longer be putting cameras in people's faces who try to fuck with my kids because they're all grown and they don't need me to do that. They'll always, in a weird way, I guess, need me for some things, and I will always be there to the best of my ability, be there for them. Moral support goes a long way at this age. And so anyway, yeah, I'm converting my channel. I'm going to always have a soft spot for parental alienation, crooked family courts. I'll always, keep my finger on the pulse of society in that area. And what I'm trying to do is what I like to do, is I like to help people. My haters think I'm full of shit, and that's okay. But ever since I was a little kid, I just enjoy helping people. And for all the people who've watched me go through the bullshit that the family court and the Texas Attorney General douchebag Ken Paxton have put me through, I want to be able to say, look, do not off yourself. Don't end it. Don't give up, because if you'll just put up with their bullshit long enough, you can go and do whatever it is you want to do. You can, if you want to go sail, look, I'm living proof. I've got a sailboat. It's tiny. It's cheap. I only gave $11,000 for it. And it's really, really small. It's like living in a college efficiency apartment, but I don't care. You know how much it costs me for rent to be out here, right here? That many dollars. Every single month I get charged that many dollars. And whoa, whoa, whoa. Texas guy, Ken Paxton is a Mensa. He's really a Mensa member? Oh, dude, Texas guy. Come on, man. If you know something about, if you're being for real, email me. I want some links. I find that extremely hard to believe. He might be smart as an arrogant prick can be smart, as a narcissist can be smart, but a Mensa member, if it's true, I'm happy to admit it, but if it's true, send me some links. I've never heard anybody say that. I've never read anything about that. Don Keener, open up your plans and damn, you're free. Oh, like the song. That's open up your plans and damn, you're free. Obviously, I'm not going to get copyrighted protected because that was an awful rendition. What's his name? I'm yours. That guy? Scarlett Walschlager. Still a cool boat. Well, thank you. I think it is. I think it's great. TTV Club. Yes, mate. Great to see you're doing something you really enjoy on your channel. Sailing is so relaxing. Cannot really do it here where I live in the UK, but this is the closest I will get. Oh, come on, man. You're literally an island. I mean, you're 100% surrounded by water. I assume you live towards the interior, but I guess coming from a guy, for me, he's lived in Texas his whole life. Like, Texas is as big, if not bigger, than the entire country of England. To me, I'm like, just hop in the truck, drive 5 hours, about drive 10 hours to the coast. All right, that's what I thought. All front end. How often do you have to go ashore? I've only been here one day, so I think I've got enough provisions to comfortably be here at least 2 weeks. And YouTube doesn't pay until Monday, and I'm broke till then, so I better make it till Monday. My bill at the dock at the shipyard was $937, and I knew it was going to be close. I had $940 on me. I didn't know what the bill was going to be, but I said, I'm going to keep these 220s. That's all I had was $900 bills and 220s. And I peeled off my 220s and stuffed them in, went and paid out. She said $937 and some change. I went, oof. Can we take a rain check on the 37 bucks? Like, I'm literally leaving my whole truck here with all my tools in it. I've been here for 3 weeks. Y'all see me every day. They go, Caleb, yes, well, just, you're fine. Just bring you whenever you can. I said, great. YouTube pays in a week. And I swear to God, I'm way too inexperienced and I'm morally intact. I'm not going to rip you off for $37. Blake Garcia, there's old Blake, old salty Caleb. I'm getting there. Page because they are trolling. Okay, how far from your truck did you boat? How far from your truck did you boat? I'm not sure what that means. Like sail away, maybe a couple of miles, 2 or 3 miles, not very far. You got it figured out, man. Chris Peters, I hope so. I believe you'll make it. Scarlett. Let's see. Chris Peters, do you have a good dinghy and engine? How long is the trip to shore? Good question. Yes, I do. I have, with the boat came a brand new dinghy. It's an inflatable one. It's really, really thick, I don't know, plastic or rubber. I'm really not sure what it's made out of. I haven't even got it out. That's tomorrow's project. I wanted to get all the sails out of my way because they're taking up too much room in my cabin. So I want to get my dinghy out, and it came with a brand new motor that's only been used supposedly once or twice, but it's like rusted where the pull start is. And fortunately I know how to fix those. I can just pull that off, clean it up. But here's the thing. I didn't bring any fucking gasoline. So I'm stuck out here in a brand new dinghy with a brand new engine and no gasoline, even if I did get the damn thing running. There's some fella on a boat. This doesn't happen very often, but every now and then somebody on a boat zooms by, and his wake will reach me in about a minute. Hello, Daniel Vasquez. Thoughts on Johnny Depp got fired from Fantastic Beasts series? I really highly doubt that J.K. Rowling had anything to do with it. I like J.K. Rowling more than just for her brain as far as writing the Harry Potter series and the Fantastic Beasts. I think it's awful what happened to Johnny Depp. I don't for a second think he did any of that shit that bitch Amber Heard says he did. She and Elon Musk got their hands all over each other, and puke barf. I'm a big time Johnny Depp fan, and I really, really hope he comes through. I saw that who was it? Tim Burton. He's gonna remake. Oh shit, I can't remember. Y'all, you know Tim Burton, Nightmare Before Christmas guy. He's gonna remake some movie, and I can't remember which one it is. And he said, "I won't do it unless Johnny Depp is the one playing the character." I was like, hell yeah! Hell, Beetlejuice guy, yeah. They're gonna remake Beetlejuice? Oh, no way. Cool. Crunchy Man, how is your day going? It's going great. I'm on the water. Oop, and there goes the... See that? Is that not the coolest thing? And for about 10-15 seconds, it'll just rock me. I think that's what kept me asleep all night for 10 hours. I only got up one time to go pee. The gentle rocking. Oh my goodness. Somebody just sent me 30 pounds. iMemory box. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that iMemory box. Where was I? Oh yes, I was gently getting rocked to sleep by the by the waves. Scarlett, that's pretty to see. It is. It is. I know it's so. To people who live here, they probably don't think anything about it, but from a guy from the desert, I just think it's so cool. There's an airplane flying. There's a lot of little biplanes or little small planes. Panagoitus Georgilis. Will you actually fall asleep? Well, not standing up, but last night I did. I have to get used to the lines when the boats come by. These lines right here, they clink, and this mast goes all the way down below into the hole, like to the bottom, and it's like right next to my head, and it kept waking me up. So I'm assuming I'll get used to it. And again, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I just put in my earplugs and zap, it fixed that. But with them clanking, if that's the worst thing I've got to live with, was the pole, the mast clanking because the ropes. Oh, poor me. Mason Lightfoot says, yo, Miss Mary is talking to somebody. I'm not sure if she's saying there. Patricia Lynn, looks like heaven. Johnny Depp is innocent. He is, I think. I don't buy Amber Heard's bullshit story. Chris Peters, 30-pound man. That's 30 pounds. Oh, that's gas for your dinghy right there. Yeah, gas is actually pretty cheap. It's only like $2 a gallon, $1.80 a gallon. So yes, well, shit, I forgot that. It's still, I can see your icon. I just, but thank you very much for the 30 pounds. Dawn Keener, okay, we'll have a great evening. See you. Well, thank you. Tim Burton, okay, Daniel Voska, Tim Burton planning on remaking The Addams Family if Johnny Depp is on board. Yeah, Addams Family. I have a confession. I've never seen The Addams Family, like ever. And I looked on there, and that thing came out in like 1990 or 92 or something, like when I was in junior high or high school. And I tried watching it, and I think I would have loved it as a child. It's just not my thing, but I like remakes though. Michael Jackson, Wolf Pranksters. I'm not sure what that means. Miss Mary's got her hands full tonight. I will ban trolling. I know the difference. Yes, she does. Are you stranded or just staying on the water for fun? I am deliberately stranding myself. I'm deliberately anchored right here, and I'm deliberately not going anywhere until I just absolutely run out of provisions and when I get paid on Monday. I'm not talking about that, Godzilla Gamer. Okay, got him, Miss Mary. It's like a sport now. I have to go on jury duty. See you. Mason Lightfoot. Good. A lot of people bitch about jury duty, but I say different. If you get called on jury duty, it's some bullshit thing where there's no victim, so there's really no crime. It doesn't matter how guilty he is, like Doug Stanhope says. In fact, the more guilty he is of something that didn't harm anybody else, the funnier it is when you say not guilty. So I encourage people to go to jury duty and teach these prosecutors and these legislators making these bullshit rules that convict people of the dumbest things, like the war on drugs, not harming anybody else. If it's a victimless crime, not guilty. Bailey Peacock says hello like 3 times. Thank you, Bailey. It's Duck Hunt. Caleb clicking the trolls. Yeah, wicked. Thank you. Caleb, do you think Michael Jackson, was he innocent? I don't know. I would like to think he was innocent. He was definitely weird, but I'm weird too, so that'd be the pot calling the kettle black. I've always liked his music. I say always. When I was a kid, I liked it, but I wasn't like allowed to like it, but I liked it anyways. Some of my friends that I respect said they saw that documentary that came out a couple, 3 years ago about him. Says it really looks bad, like he really was. I haven't seen the evidence myself, so my default, especially for somebody like Michael Jackson, whom I think is just totally badass with his career and everything he did. Oh, okay, I thought that was another dolphin. That's a wave coming. Michael Jackson wasn't a pedo. He just never really had a childhood, so he couldn't help but be around children because he never got to be a child himself. I tend to think that's probably the case. I really do. He's been in the, well, he's dead now. I can't believe, God dang, that dude's been dead. He died, what, 09? It's been 11 years. He was born in the spotlight, and then he just went into the stratosphere, and I can see how that could mess with his head. All those people were lying for money. That doesn't surprise me. Any sharks? I'm sure there are, but like I said, I'm in pretty shallow water, so if there are, they're not any great big ones or anything. That's nice looking boat, man. Probably isn't cheap. Yes, it was cheap, Magic Master Jace. In fact, I had to go all the way to Florida to find it because I got this bad boy on yachtworld.com, and they call it a COVID special. The Canadians were the owners, and they got stuck and had to go back to Canada, and for whatever reason, COVID reason, they couldn't get back. The broker said, look, this is bottom dollar. There's no room. I'm not jacking on the price. It's only $11,000. It's in really good shape. It's not like we're asking, 50 grand for it. And so I bought it. So, but anything like this in Texas, I've looked, 25 grand all day long. How long have you been on the water? 24 hours here in about 30 minutes. If not 20, might be right at 24 hours. Man, a lot of people getting blocked. We're going fishing. Chris McMillan. Cool. I gotta get my license. I think it's ridiculous, but well, I don't want to get into politics and stuff. I just don't feel like bucking the system right now, and it's just 20 bucks, so I'm gonna go get my fucking license. Oop, low battery, close. Let me get over here. I might can go a little bit longer. What the hell? $40.27 from, it doesn't tell me who. It just says Star. A Star gave me $40.27. Well, thank you, Star person. I don't know who you are. It doesn't tell me, and I didn't. Maybe I was running my mouth too much, but thank you very much. Oh, getting old is a bitch. Hang on just one second. Let me get y'all plugged in. I can go for a little bit longer. Oh my gosh, it's so nice out here. Like, it's not cold and it's not hot. It's not too windy. It's just right, like Goldilocks. We are going, LOL. Let's see, hey DSD. Shit, Dwayne asked me a question. I think I went off on a tangent. I forgot to even answer his question. Daniel Vasquez. And there's an animated reboot of the Addams Family that was released last year. It wasn't good, and there'd be a sequel next year since the first film did well at the box office. Okay, I wouldn't know. I might have to go check it out though, especially if Johnny Depp's in it. Christian Pylon, you are awesome. Well, thank you, Christian. Godzilla Gamer, why do I keep being placed in timeout? I'm sorry if I did anything wrong. Well, if you're clogging up the feed asking about my kids, I'm just not talking about it. And I've asked my Whomping Willows, those are the people with the little wrench next to their name, if they see that, please just, I don't want to keep reading the same thing and answering the same thing. He's only on a timeout. Okay, see, do you fear running into a storm out there? I have a healthy respect for storms, and I've watched a lot of videos about storms. I've worked in storms on land. I mean, yeah, I don't want to die, but I think I've secured my boat well enough. The sails are in really good shape. I probably need a little more chain on my anchor just to make sure it stays down. But I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do if a Category 5 hurricane comes. Well, it's not even hurricane season anymore, so I'm not worried about it. But as far, oh, there's the dolphins again. There, hang on. If a Category 5 storm comes, I'd shit myself. But if it's just a regular thunderstorm, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to close my hatch and pray to the gods that my anchor holds there. Where do you go? Come here, little buddy. Oh, y'all probably can't see him. He's just right there. That's where he came up last. He might be too far for the camera. I'm so sorry, but y'all just got to put up with me because this is like the highlight of my day when I see dolphins. I just want to hug them and squeeze them and tell them to make them my very own. For the old people will know that cartoon. Well, I don't know why I'm whispering. Like they're going to run away if I'm blabbing this whole fucking time and they're not running, they're coming up to me. It's just one of those weird things human beings do. Are you fishing? I'm not. I will be, but honestly, I've got a bunch of perishable food that I need to eat first that I don't want to go to waste, and so I'm not hungry enough, and I still haven't cleaned up. I've got so much stuff here, it's hard to find. It's taken me a while to organize. If I caught a fish, I don't know what I'd do with it. I don't have anywhere to put it. My ice box is full. I've still got just shit strewn everywhere. I don't even have really anywhere to clean it. I mean, I guess I'd clean it here because it's got a drain under there and a drain under there. I guess I could. I just don't really feel like jacking with it, to be quite honest with you. And as much as I enjoy fishing, I'm just at a point in my life where I don't want to hurt the little bastards, like putting a hook in their mouth just for fun. I know that sounds corny and weird, but I just don't want to hurt the little fuckers. And Miss Mary, I feel sorry for her. Is she getting overwhelmed? Patricia Lynn, nor'easter coming through Jersey. I'm a block from ocean. 60-mile-an-hour winds coming through late Wednesday. Really? I 60-mile-an-hour winds. I'd stay on the boat. Oh, I'm not gonna bore y'all, but I just hear that they're breathing out there, and it just makes me so happy. I think I would just stay in my boat at 60-mile-an-hour winds. That might be crazy, but we all die sometime, right? Godzilla Gamer 101, you're lucky that you get to see dolphins out there. The only time I see dolphins up close was in Las Vegas. What are dolphins doing in Las Vegas? Okay, they're getting closer. Hang on. He was right just above that marker there. Why do I keep whispering when I see a dolphin? Like, that is just the dumbest, most retarded thing I do. Why do I keep doing that? They're obviously coming up here while I'm blabbing. I think I see him just under the water. Hang on. I don't know why I do that though. Start whispering when I see a dolphin. I just get so excited. It's like being at Jurassic Park for me. Oh my God, there's two of them. Dogs to mugs just helps. Oh my God, there's two of them right there. They were even closer. There's two. Number one, number two. They're like mating. They're like right next to each other. You are witnessing dolphin sex. I'm gonna guess right there as we coming up for Brett. Nope. They only drifted like 10 feet. Ooh, they're turning circles. Yes, they are doing the dirty. Yes, dolphins, you go, 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 go. Make little dolphin babies. Go out and prosper and reproduce and be glad you don't have to deal with the fucking family court. You cute little things. Oh my gosh, go be beautiful and make more baby beautiful dolphins. There's only two of them this time. Usually there's like 5 or 6. But I've never seen, there they are, I've never seen just like one dolphin. Now, I guess they're smart, traveling packs. When some prick shark, some douchebag Ken Paxton ass shark comes by, they like gang up on him and tag team him. Okay, well, they're headed far away. I can still hear them though, so. This fella's coming along. He's probably gonna no, he's not going too fast. Oh my gosh. I'm going to sleep so well. Are they protecting you? I'd like to think they are. I like to pretend that they are here just to entertain me. Aches, Pat, laughed my ass off, douchebag, Ken Paxton, shark. Yeah, I love dolphins and seals. I haven't seen any seals. I don't think there are seals here, but I love them too. You know, they call it the Florida Gators. And maybe I'm not south enough in Florida, I'm not sure, but I haven't seen the alligators. I think they're in this area. I don't see why they wouldn't. It doesn't get that cold here, and if it does, it doesn't last very long. Man, there are some trolls out there. Thank y'all, my Whomping Willows, thank y'all so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Like, thank you very much. Where are you? That's a beautiful cove. Believe it or not, it's called, not Fisherman's Cove. If you're looking on the map, just look up Fort Pierce. I'm like 2 miles north of Fort Pierce. Can I get a shout out, please? Gamer Smith 0143. Yes, you can. Crunchy Man, can we see the cabin? Yeah. I'm going to use the excuse that it's too dark and I don't want to waste the electricity, but the real excuse is it's a fucking mess in there. It's so gross. I mean, it's not dirty. I clean up after myself. I just don't have a lot of room, and there's things everywhere. One of these days, I do have my very first live on the boat when it was like acceptable for it to be messed, because I literally just moved on and hadn't moved everything in. But give me a little bit of time and I'll walk you through. I'll walk you through and show you the inside. But it's literally, it's so tiny. Here, I can just show. I won't walk you through, but there's the ice box. There's my gimbal stove, or not even. It's not even a gimbal stove. It's just an alcohol stove. There's my bed. There's a couch, and that is the head in the front. Most boats, I'm told, this size, they don't have a head in the very front, but mine is, and apparently mine's bigger than most because of it's not on the side. It's like towards the front. It takes up the whole width of the boat. That one gay person says hi. Well, hello, that one gay person. Mary ABD, at least you have Wi-Fi. I don't. This is all going on sale. Good thing I've got unlimited. They call it unlimited, but it's really not unlimited. It's unlimited to a point, and then they still give you more, but it's really, really slow. But my cycle just started over like 3 days ago, so I'm good for a while. These mods are great. Godzilla Gamer 101, they are. They are the best, and I lucked out getting the best. Addison Elam, can I have a shout out? Yes, you can, Addison Elam. Not going to talk about that, Zoe K. Not Mary. Mary, you got to hate her. Mary ABD, or Marley ABD doesn't like Mary. That's okay. Mary's got thick skin. We don't all have to like each other. Chris McMillan, damn it. What are you eating out there? I've not had dinner. It's getting dark, and I'm having so much fun being live, seeing these dolphins. They're so stinking cute. I hadn't even thought about it. Oh, I do have, I'll show you this. That right there, that's a hammock. It's like 3.5 feet long. That's where all my vegetables and my bread is. And whenever I can't make the boat rock, but at night when wakes come, it goes back and forth. They're like $10 at West Marine. Worst mods ever. Antifa mods. Big Alex. Oh man, why are they Antifa? I'm crying, oh my God, someone on the interwebs doesn't like me. Y'all just hurt her feelings. Mary been around the longest. Yeah, like literally, Mary and I've been Facebook friends like for years and years and years. Still never even got to meet. Damn it. One of these days I'll figure out a way to sail up to Michigan. There is a way. I know there is. The old man Fred, who helped me out here, like with tools and gave me his perspective. He and another guy named Ken, they're in no relation, in the shipyard, are telling me I can sail all the way up to New York and cut over through one of the lakes and get to the Great Lakes and go through Michigan and down the Mississippi and go all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. And there's a lot of bridges you got to go through, and it's mostly motoring. It's all motoring because sailboats do it, but they take their masts off like right here, and they'll ship their mast or store it or ship it to like the mouth of the Mississippi, and then or something like that, and then they basically make the big trek, or maybe they'll sail all the way up and ship it down, I'm not sure, but they'll go through the Mississippi River in a sailboat without a mast and then put it back on. How I got on that topic, I have no idea. Hey Caleb, congrats from Kevin Williams, thank you. Marley ABD, you should make a cooking on a boat video. I'm glad you brought that up. I have, amongst all the other things I've done, these 30-second or 1-minute clips, cooking on the boat, that's something I've been taking little clips of. It's kind of a challenge. Don't block Rachel Carlisle there being nice. Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. What can we say and not say? Maria, okay, for the new people, and I understand people are new and they'll say things they just don't know. When you get on here, please, for the love of God, don't ask me how Parker is. And don't ask me how the kids are, because most people are here because they watch the Parker videos. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. And I think it's really sweet that people ask, but I cannot answer that same question. What happens is there's like 62 people here right now. If everybody, and they do sometimes, that's what started this back in the months ago when I started doing lives on my YouTube, all I was getting, that was the only question I was getting. How's Parker? How's Parker? How's Parker? For an hour. I was like, Jesus Christ, how many times so I made a video called, in quotes, like literally, look it up. How's Parker? How are the kids? And you can go watch that, and I explain how Parker and the kids are doing. And so, short of that, they're probably, if you're going to start talking Joe Biden, Donald Trump, oh God, we've all seen that enough. I mean, I didn't ask them, but I know my Whomping Willows well enough. If you start bringing that bullshit here, I'm on the freaking water right now. I'm not going to talk about Joe freaking Biden or Donald freaking Trump. I'm just not going to talk about it. If you want to talk about that on your own page, by all means, go have fun. But if you do it here, they're just going to block you because everybody is sick of seeing crap like that. So, hope that answered your question. I'm not yelling at anybody in particular, or I wasn't trying to yell. I'm just making my point. What'll probably get you blocked by the Whomping Willow is just bring up things that I've already talked about or dumb crap that nobody wants to talk about here. We want to talk about dolphins. Beautiful, cuddly dolphins. Josh Stott's boat life. That is, I see why that's a phrase. Salt life or boat life. I'm gonna have to get me some salt life stickers. Addison Elam, thank you for the shout out. Well, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Maria Pinho. Oh, thank you. Okay. Uh-oh. Damn it. I only got 10% now. I forgot to plug it back in when I got the dolphins. I got so excited. But I'm right at an hour, and I probably need to get off here anyway. But to the people who sent me the super stickers and the super chats, continue. I think I cut out for a minute. Anyways, I'm low on battery and I'm over an hour, but for the people that sent super stickers and super chats, thank you very much. It helps me out a lot. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you want to help the channel but don't want to, anyway, you can always become a member. And I haven't really done any super members only things. I'd like to share everything with everybody, but I'll get around to it. I've just been a little busy. But there's like a tier of like $5 or something, or $5 a month. If you want to become a member, that will certainly help me out. It'll fund the things that I need for this boat, and that'll help me get to, I'd like to think that recording these dolphins is just the tip of the proverbial iceberg of all the cool things I want to go out and see that I just have never seen myself and don't even know that's out there. So again, thanks to everybody who chipped in on super chats and super stickers. And if you would like to become a member, that would help me out. And again, for the new people that here that were not on when I started, one of the big things I see in the comment section is, crap, I missed the live. If you'll click that little bell, it's supposed to send you a notification when I go live. I've never really scheduled my lives. I just kind of do it whenever I feel like relaxing and talking to y'all. So maybe part of that's my fault. Dwayne at DSD, he's really, really good about having a set schedule, and he does it really well. I'm just not geared that way. I'm not very good at it. But anyways, I'm going to hang up here and let y'all go. Okay, give me about 5 or 10 minutes, and if you missed part of this, you want to see, I think we saw dolphins 3 different times. It will be live on my channel, but give me about 10 or 15 minutes and it'll be live, and I'll enable the comments. For whatever reason, I still can't. You can comment, but all the comments here that y'all are supposed to move over, they don't. I don't know why. I've just never, I just feel fortunate that I get some of the comments, but anyway, y'all take care. Whomping Willows, thank you very much. Miss Mary, Miss Becca, I didn't see Becca today. And Wicca, thank y'all very, very much for patrolling my chat section. So y'all take care. Bye.